To part 2 of Volcanoids. We're going to pick up where we left off. We had just entered the surface of Area 2. So we're going to go ahead and load our game. I've been double saving in slots. When I played in multiplayer, we had an issue where one of our saves didn't register. So we lost an entire session's progress. So now I'm panicky. So we're back to the old PS1 days of saving in 2 slots in case something corrupts. So at this point we need to finish upgrading our ship to Tier 2 everything and see if we can't start working towards Tier 3. Now I pointed out with the drill that Tier 2 was very important, but the hull and the tracks are also important. So the hull is going to let you take more damage through lava, and the tracks are going to make you move faster underground. So both of those things are fairly important. So we're going to go underground and take a look around and see what's going on. See if we can't find any ships nearby. I thought when we left off that there was one off to the right, but I could be wrong. Ideally, we'll find a Tier 2 combat vessel. Oop. So we've been collecting gunpowder, and we still need quite a bit of gunpowder, but here soon we're going to start leaning far more heavily towards crystal. That's going to give us our Tier 2 ammo, which does significantly more damage. So that is why I get all excited about crystal. Yep, there's one. So this is Burntown. Oh, this is surface. Yep, that's right. So we're going to go and raid him and see if we can't get enough of the crap that we need to finish upgrading. I know we need a new engine, and we need a new core. Yep. What do we need to make those? Upgrades. So engine and core. We need hydraulics and boiler. So if this guy doesn't give us what we need, we're actually going to target specific types. Remember the color keys. So green is research, and red is refining, blue is production, and black is combat. Looks like we only have 2 combat ships up anyway. Once we get to Tier 2 of research, we're going to get the Tier 2 versions of those. Now, it's important to note that while the Tier 2 stuff can still make all the Tier 1 stuff, I usually leave the Tier 1s up as well, because if you have extra that way, your production speed is increased, which is definitely useful. There's some crystal down here. There's some guys down here. Missed my shot like a noob. Remember, reload, then run. Otherwise it won't let you. I'm hoping that we can get a cog pickaxe too. That ship just went underground. Well, at least I didn't waste any grenades on the hull. So we're going to need iron and crystal to make our Tier 2 shotgun shells. We picked some up earlier, but I don't think I actually used any yet. I don't have any on me. We'll get some iron too, just in case. So we can still get crystal underground, but as you saw, a lot of it happens to be either in or right next to lava. So it's always beneficial to grab some while you're up here. We could always set up the mine, but it's really not necessary. As long as I pull my head out of my butt and start hitting what I'm aiming at, shouldn't be a problem. The downside to me harvesting these nodes is now I'm going to be short on inventory space. So I think I'm actually going to stop and call the drill ship closer so that we can drop this stuff off. So he's going to pull up to where that other guy was parked. Oh, there's a Tier 2 upgrade. What are you? Refinery module, Tier 2. Very nice. And free. Didn't even have to blow anybody up for it. Of course, you can look at that the other way, too, and, well, that's a shame we didn't get to blow anybody up for it. What's this? Refinery again. Can I have components, please? Components would be more beneficial, which is exactly why we'll never get them. The RNG gods have hated me from the time of my birth. Alright, where's our ship at? So your ship always has a little medallion symbol. Might actually be closer to have it come up here. There we go. Now it's coming to the burn town. So just like that little icon to the right of my screen, this one here, our ship is going to have its own icon too, so that you can always tell which one's yours and which one isn't. Ooh, hi boys. Oh wow. Much more powerful than the pistol. Still not as good as the sniper rifle though, because you don't get a scope. Grenades, those will come in handy. It's less grenades we have to make. So sometimes it pulls a stupid when you pick stuff up and it doesn't stack at all. If you hit R or click this button, I usually hit R. You can also hit Q to dump all. But it'll stack it up for you. Wait, there's a boiler! We got a boiler! That's exciting! That's one of the materials that we actually needed. Let's come around to the port side of our vehicle. I really don't like the way the Tier 2 drill looks. I feel like the first drill was fantastic. The second drill really sucks. The third drill looks neat, and the fourth drill looks amazing. But that's opinion-based. Yeah, see, we did get some slugs. Can we make those yet? So let's go to ammo. No, we can't. We could make the revolver ones, but not the others. But we also need to pull out more ammo because we used some of the sniper ammo. So let's get back up to a full stack just in case. Oh, hey! We got a winner. That was our turret discharging. Well, hi there. Remember, folks, headshots count. Alright, let's go blow this guy up. Oh, no, we only have 5 minutes left. Yeah. We're going to make quick work of it. We're not going to have time to loot as well as I would like. Now, the Gatling turrets are fairly easy to juke. If you just sprint off to one side or the other, they have a tendency to not actually hit you. Shotgun turrets, on the other hand, of course. Seriously? Jeez. Oh, it was storage, that's why. Oh, nice. We got some good stuff from that. You have anything worth taking? Those. So let's toss that. We don't need any of that. What do you have worth taking? That and that. So at this point we're going to stop collecting so much of the copper because it is very quickly becoming not needed. What you got for me? I don't care about that. Alright, that's both of those. Still have the door here. So let's take him out. Anything that's worth it. Nothing dropped, huh? Woo! Didn't mean to jump off the hill there. But we are going to submerge so that it gets to us quicker. Tier 2. inventory's full. I'm going to drop the mortar grenades. Tier 2. Looks like some production module Tier 2s. What can we toss? We gotta think quick here. We don't need SMG turret ammo. We don't need that. Tier 3 equipment. Very nice. We're running this to the wire. So your ship coming up will destroy these parts. That's why I was trying to get rid of them before I called it. But we are so close to the wire. I may have screwed myself. Again, like the lava incident. Come on, ship. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We have less than 2 minutes to get underneath. And we get... and send her down. Success! That was a very successful raid. AP slugs. Very nice. Wait, what? What did I take damage from? That was weird. Alright, so we did not get any of the... Oh, we did! We got parts for both of them. We can finish both of these upgrades off. The problem is... we need to be up above the surface to do so, and if we go up right now, we'll get blown up. Because mechanics. Okay. Well, let's refine out some stuff. Take everything back to 0. Actually, I think we can get... okay, black powder. Nope, those we're keeping. That we're getting rid of. We don't need the turret ammo for shotgun turret because we don't have a shotgun turret. Iron, we don't have any of that stuff. Sulfur, that's what I wanted to use the heads for. And the lights, apparently. And titanium, we don't have any yet. So let's take a peek. I think it's that way. So the longer your ship gets, the faster, or the slower it submerges and comes to the surface. Okay. As soon as that timer at the top goes away from 0, we're going to pull the lever. And that's going to give us our upgrades. We're going to slap those in. Did I make an extra for our... no. Because that would have been planning ahead. And why on earth would I want to do something useful? Let's scrap. Which means we also want one of these. 10 plates, 2 tubes, 5 bolts. 10 plates, 2 tubes, 5 bolts. So now these can extend, so it's going to start crafting for us. Actually, I need to make sure... okay, good, the storage didn't extend and the power is out. Because we are actually slowly draining power. No, I guess we're not. We are dead even right now. Neat. Okay, that's going to go off. So we now, once these upgrades go in, our engine already did, so we can get an extra car. When this upgrade finishes, we went to 150 there. Then that just added a new drill ship segment. So we can come down here, take that out, send it down. Now, your first 2 cars are the same size, and they're these relatively small cars. And they will be your front and your back. The next 2 cars will actually go in the middle. Alright, took damage again. That's bizarre. Just a sliver, but that's not normal. Stupid decal. Okay, so now we can add our third car. We're going to upgrades and clicking. Now this car is huge in comparison. Just friggin' massive. Which is why I usually use it as my crafting car. So at this point, I want... we can't upgrade that yet. We can't upgrade that yet. And we can't upgrade that yet. We don't have any tier 2 stuff, huh? Yes, oh! Nope, that's me being stupid. So, one of the proclivities of this game is in order to actually upgrade machines, those materials have to be in your inventory like the base components were. And it looks like we also need the upgrades. Oh, we need the schematics as well. So let's go to schematic. We still need that one. Intel Research Tier 2. So we have to take a Tier 2 research ship before we can do anything else with that. So, what we're going to do is grab our trusty wrench. And we're going to move these guys back here. Research. And there, we can always move it again if I don't like it. And scrap. Now this place is a lot more open now, which makes me very, very happy. So let's see, 1, 2. So I guess we can get away with putting it there. Alright, we're going to set this up to auto. Crap, I got them backwards. Because of course I did. Why on earth would I ever do anything in the right order? That would make for a terribly boring video, wouldn't it? It's only one. There we go. Okay, so we're going to set this back to infinite. And we're going to go back to our production stuff. And make sure that these are always being refined when we get them, because there's no other use for them, the broken pieces. Now we need to make some lights again, so we're going to go to devices. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, which is 4 bolts and 4 tubes. We'll just make 5 of each because we're going to use some for other stuff too. Now I also want a new one of these for the other ends. So we need 2 dials, 1 tube, 4 plates. And I say 4 plates, I know they're only 1 each, but the dials require a plate. Actually, what's the other thing? Bolts. So we actually need 3 bolts and 4 plates. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And 1 extra tube because I miscounted somewhere. Alright, not too bad. So we'll take him. I got another research work table at some point. Probably that speed looting that I was doing. I wasn't even looking, I was just hitting grab all. In the early game you can get away with that. Later on you're going to have too much crap in your inventory if you do that. Because our space is still severely limited. We're at 157 out of 175. And to be fair, that is about to change for the better. So we're going to come in here and we're going to go to modules. And we're going to make 3 more of these. So 6 plates, 6 tubes. 5, 6, 5, 6. And then 2 chests, which I believe also use plates. And bolts. 1, 2, 3, which means we need 3 plates. And 3 bolts. Interesting. What's going on here? Oh. We have to be up top side. And I'm an experienced player and I still didn't notice that straight off. And the game doesn't actually explain to you where to find that, which makes it very, very frustrating for new players. I like my drill ships well lit. Okay, so those are going to pound out as soon as we get to the surface. I want to make sure that we have enough plates because I feel like I miscounted again. I did. Alright, so we're going to come in here and grab these. We're going to run them, whoops. We're going to run them over here. So we're going to do 1, 2, and we're going to go ahead and close them straight off. And we come down here and do 1. We should have done more. Okay, some module, another one. Now we're going to do 2 of these. So that one requires another chest. And then 2 plates and 2 tubes. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then that's going to require 2 plates as well. So 4 plates and 4 tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into storage, grab, grab. So we want to add another storage back here. Now we're almost to the point where we're going to have the tier 2 storage. Those we want to go ahead and let open. So the tier 2 storage, if you look at these, they do 24 storage. Tier 2 takes up 2 blocks, but it does 72 storage, which is obviously better than 24 and 24, which is 48. Now the tier 3 storage does 96. So if you add 72 and 24, you get 96, which means a single tier 2 and a single tier 1 will add up to the same as a tier 3, which takes up all 3 slots. So there is absolutely no reason to waste advanced materials on a tier 3 upgrade. It's best just to do it in blocks of 2 and 1. And besides, some of the turrets that we want, like our sniper turret that we're going to put on top of this, is going to take up 2 slots as well. But for now, we do need another pistol turret for the top. And the nice thing about having the turret on the top is it will shoot both directions. 5 plates and 2 tubes. It's 3 tubes, but we already had 1, so 2 tubes. And once the sniper turret goes up, I might just leave this guy up there. Now remember, this side is more protected than this side. And we're going to want a door as well in the middle here. So we're going to do module devices, rather, lights. We need 3 outside and 1 inside, so we need 4. And then we need the module for the door frame, and we need the structure for the door. So now we're going to go to components, and we need 4 bolts and 4 tubes. We'll do 3 bolts because I'm not sure how many. And 4 tubes. This is 1 plate and 1 bolt. And that's just going to require a plate. So take you, take you, take you. So our next sections are going to be 2 each. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll put the door here. And again, I like the 3rd option. And now we move this because I can't count. Or plan, apparently. Which is okay. Planning is not my strong suit. Efficiency is usually my strong suit. So once we get... Can we craft the next tier of these? Module or devices? Not yet. Not yet. We're very close to it, though. Now, I noticed we had some crap in there that we really needed to scrap. As far as dials and machines. Also, everything's upgraded to tier 2 now, so there's absolutely no reason for us to keep this stuff on hand. Tier 1 stuff we really don't need anymore. We'll hold on to it just in case. There might be an odd upgrade or 2 that need it. So apparently the stuff that we have still can't be scrapped. We need a higher level scrap machine. Which is fine. I am going to take a repair kit though because I am tired of watching the floating 96% back here. Okay. So there's a refinery ship. I don't remember if that was one of the things that we needed or not. So let's see, we need a stack of sniper rifle ammo. Am I blind? I may just be blind. I thought I was wearing my glasses. There it is. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, we'll take 4 just in case. So, for our next upgrades, there, research, which I didn't move. I thought I moved it. Oh, that's research. I didn't move the refining one. That's what I did wrong. The refiner's still there. We'll move it later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So, we need Intel Research 2, and that is a refiner, which isn't going to do us any good. So let's see what we can find. And let's queue up some extra ammo in the interim, because we're low on both shotgun and sniper. So we'll make a bunch of each, because we can always break it down later. Copper bullet casings. 20 and 20 is 40. Boop, boop. And black powder we're going to probably need quite a bit of, so let's go ahead and pump out some powder. Say 40-ish, or 80 actually, because I think most of those require 2. So we'll let it go to 80 and then kill it. Alright. That's a tier 2 combat, which is nice and all, but we really don't need anything from it. Let's go back to the tunnels. Sometimes you get some love in the tunnels. So there's a boiler. A little titanium never hurt anybody. Let's definitely get the boiler. Get that iron, because we're about to need a bunch of iron. And titanium, and crystal. Anytime you can get crystal easy like that, it's worth it. Oh, there's a tier 2 production. Not really what we're after, but a nice find nonetheless. If you can get lucky this way, and it's all RNG, but if you can get lucky this way, it is totally faster than fighting for it. But I very rarely get lucky by digging around, so I usually fight for it. Right now, I will grab anything that we find, absolutely, but that's not the main reason that we're driving around. The main reason that we're driving around is to try to find that. That's a tier 3, though. Tier 3 is going to have a high percentage of tier 2 stuff, though. So let's see, he's in Dark Labyrinth 2, so we need Dark Labyrinth 1. Oh, there we go. Alright. Now this is going to be a rough fight because I don't have most of the equipment that I would like to have for this. But it is what it is. I have faith. And I didn't use my damn periscope before I went up. God, that was dumb. I know it's not deployed. Deploy before they bust us. Go, go, go. That sounds like a tank, too. It is a tank. And he just busted something. What did we lose? Wow. He shredded that back car. And that is why I said to always check your periscope before you go up or down, because that was a noob mistake that just cost me quite a bit of resources. I don't think I had any storage or anything off of it, though. So I think the only thing that we're really out are 2 hull patches. And that's fine. I'm not even going to bother to repair it right now. I'm going to go after this ship like planned. I am going to send it under, though. So periodically you will find sections under the tunnels that are not, they don't have numbers. Sometimes they mesh up, usually they do not. Alright, let's get our stamina back, because one of these is going to be a machine gun. This guy's going to have 3 cars. Are you a machine gun? Yes, you are. So we're going to go in here because their turrets can't hit us here. That was kind of a misclick, but honestly, it was beneficial, so we're just going to go with it. Have any chests up here? Let's not blow up the chests. Now we're to the point now where we're going to start getting so much loot from these that we have to be picky about what we take. That turret's angled to shoot us from outside, so we're going to have to go this way first to destroy that turret from the inside. I'll take those for sure. What you got? Yes! Pickaxe upgrade, so we're actually going to ditch the old one because it's now considered junk. Whoops. Okay. What did I have there? Grenades. So that's sweet. Alright, we'll take you, take you. Definitely take you. Definitely take you. Shredder, no. Pump, yes. Boiler, yes. Converter, maybe. Okay, what do we have that we don't need or care about? What can we stack? There we go. We don't really need the sulfur powder, that's no biggie. Sometimes these guys will have parts in them. He doesn't. That's alright. Always worth looking. Alright. Now for the second half of the big car. That's for sure. We just got some free iron ingots. That's truly a treasure, because we can't actually make those yet. That is the whole reason we came. Chest, 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 no? Chest, yes. You and you. We're gonna need repairs. So let's put you in there and take you out. And yeah, I realize I'm taking quite a bit of damage myself from this. I really don't care. We've got armor repair at the base, so as long as I don't completely bust it, we're fine. I'm getting kind of low, though. I forgot the roof in here. Alright, what module do we miss? The roof in here. Oh, that was a bad throw. There it is. Ah! Alright, so let's stack everything. So there's more refinery module 3s, that's going to help. And some tier 3 hull, that's going to help. Refinery wasn't particularly what we were after, but we're going to need them. What we were really after was the research module 3s. But we'll have to make do. forgot. We don't need those anymore. And I pick up another one because... So we're going to go ahead and bring our ship to us. This is curved this way, so we're going to want to be on the outside. Now you'll see what happens if you leave loot. When the drill ship comes up, it's going to bust it. And we got our nice pickaxe. Slowly but surely we're getting to where our equipment's good. And bloop, it's gone. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a dump all. That didn't get us anything that we needed, did it? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. But it did get us access to the repair kit stuff that we need to fix up what that tank destroyed. So he almost took some of the modules on the other side, looks like. Oh, good lord. I forgot to grab the repair stuff. Because when I dumped my inventory, I put it away. So you can actually get to storage from any of these. You can also put up little doorways that will allow you to use storage from them as well, but there's really not a need for them other than aesthetics. I still like to use those ones. It's one less click, which, while not particularly important, can help. Wow, he was going after our storage. Oh, we're out of repair. Next kit. Good thing we still have 7 full ones. So as you repair with these kits, they will slowly degenerate. Oh, I didn't repair enough for that one. And you'll get a green line underneath showing their remaining durability. Now, while it is good for that, the problem is the full ones, if you look stacked, that's how I knew that we had 7. The not full ones don't stack, so you always want to use the full one so that you don't take up a bunch of inventory space that you don't have to. So there's our sniper rifle ammo, there's our shotgun ammo, and now we need to go find a refiner ship. Can't believe I made that noob mistake. But, I mean, that drives the point home. Learn from my mistakes. That's right up there with falling in the lava on the last one. I haven't done that since my first playthrough. And I only did it once, and it was in the last stage. The longer you get, the longer it takes. Oh, there's some crystal that I can't get to. I can't go through this color rock yet. We need the next tier drill for that. Dark Labyrinth 3. Why are we all choppy all of a sudden? What's going on? There's another refinery ship. We don't want a refinery, though. We need a research. That was dumb. That was dumb. Woo! Makes your toes curl. Alright, let's see if there are any on the surface. Oh, there's a combat, which may or may not have the parts that we need. At least we got an early jump on the refinery stuff. That's going to make it easier to refine the iron and crystal that we're picking up now. Because at our current state we can't. Okay. So that's another instance of it bugging out. Oop. Oh. Nope. Some hydraulics. Nothing going on down here. Production module, tier 2. No, well. Alright, seriously? Nothing. Well, let's check down and around there, I guess. Should probably stop harvesting stuff I can't refine, or we're going to wind up full again. Even after the storage was added. There's a production ship. It's only tier 2, but at this point, a tier 2 would be good enough for destroyed refinery module tier 2. That'll set us up, I think. Get us back to a landing. There's something gratifying about knowing that underground nothing can hurt you but your own stupidity. To be fair, though, I mean, I've got an abnormally high amount of that, so, you know. Alright. Oh, I don't want to click because I don't want to go up. Yet. Okay. Intel research, not refinery. I keep getting so excited about the refinery stuff, and that's not what we need. We have the tier 1. Do we have anything that we can break down for tier 2? I think sensors are tier 2, aren't they? They are. So we're going to turn off infinite, because if I remember right, you need to keep at least 2 of these on hand. We're going to go ahead and make 3. 4. So we're going to go into storage, and we're going to take 2 of them out. We're going to use those to upgrade nothing, because we have to actually do this first. So now we actually need to go up. And that's going to unlock all of the tier 2 research for everything else. And I forgot to check the periscope again, which you can't do while you're ascending or descending. So, good luck! Sounds safe. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So that's going to make that, and then that'll open up the rest of this. Yeah! And we can make that, that, and that. I thought we had 2 extra research tier 2s, and they disappeared on us. So let's make 2 more. Now that puts us dangerously low on those, so I'm not going to refine any more that way, or bad things could happen. Son of a... I just used all of them, didn't I? Yep. So now we need another sensors because I used too many. But until production tier 2. Storage. Production tier 2. Upgrade. Perfect. Upgrade. Scrap takes 2 iron plates. What do? You need to move anyway. You should have actually gone where you are. And you require a refinery T2. There we go. So now we have access to craft by amounts. And that's going to come in very, very, very handy. For now... Alright, we still need the components. So over here we need to do our modules. This one for sure. This one. This one. And we'll do some of those. Oh, right, we can't make the others until we finish making this one. Come on, come on, come on. At a minute 30, we're going down whether it's done or not. Alrighty. So now we can actually queue these. Oh, no, no. Tier 2s. So then one more oh, we're gonna get to watch a tank blow himself up because he didn't get down before the eruption. Maybe not. He's out of view. But at least we can make iron ingots now. That's a huge step in the right direction. We should be able to make the better ammo types too. Yep. Can we make the new armor? What about the new firearm? I don't care for the SMG. It's basically just a bullet hose. Same with the rattlesnake. The hand mortar is very handy, but we're about to jump over it, so I'm not going to bother crafting one. I feel like that's just a waste of materials. But the armor is definitely going to come in handy. So you see I have 2 pips now. If I equip this... Now we have 4. And each one is the strength of the ones prior. I think it's this way. Yep, it's this way. Was hoping that tank could come up where we could see him and watch him get destroyed, but no such luck. Yes, replenish all the goodies, please. Maybe we can find those sensors again. We researched all of that, didn't we? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks that way. Now, the explosives are a little bit stronger than the grenades, but you have to set a timer for them. I prefer the grenades because they're on impact. There's also a really cool circular saw here, and I absolutely recommend getting one of those if you want to experiment. It's a melee weapon, though, and I don't do a lot of melee, so for me it's a waste of resources, but it does look kind of cool. There we go. So now we need to make some of the max tier hub production. We're going to need at least 3 of these. And we're going to need at least 2 of these. Iron tubes. Sensors. Can we make any of that stuff yet? Does not look that way. No. Okay. So these are going to be our automatic crafters. Getting this set up is one of the most difficult parts in this game. So for this guy, we're going to take everything that we're just doing infinite mode on, and we're going to leave him run. This one's going to have set amounts, and this one's going to be what we need to do piecemeal. For now, I'm just going to let it run because it is refining. This one's going to be piecemeal crafts. This one's going to be for shotgun shells, so we're going to want at least 120 in there. And that's going to take 6 iron bullet casings. And then we're going to want sniper rifle ammo. We're going to go up to 60. 2 stacks is what I'm doing. And that's going to be copper bullet casings of 3. So component, copper, bullet, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now the black powder and the copper ingots are set to infinite, so we don't really need to worry about those. Now the tool, we're going to make these, and for these I want a minimum of 30. And those are going to be 30 copper tubes, 30 copper bolts. So this is why we have more than one. So we need 30 copper tubes and 30 copper bolts. Notice I turned this one to our set as well. And the gunpowder is going to manufacture automatically. Now the rockets we can't make yet, so I'm not going to worry about those over much. I would also like to keep 2 of these on hand. And 10 of these on hand. So these require copper tubes, so that's 10 more copper tubes. So come back over to where the copper tubes are, add 10. And these require copper ingots is all, so that's fine. And we don't have access to our pickaxe yet, so we're not going to worry about it. I want to make sure that I always have one of these on hand and one of these on hand. So that's an extra copper tube and 2 gun components. So that's 1 and 3 is 4 copper tubes and 6 gun components. So we'll come over here, activate 5, 6 gun components and 4 copper tubes. That way, not only can we produce everything up to where we want it, but we will always have enough to produce a full batch on hand as well. Now what we're going to do... What did we run out of? Is it crystal? It's crystal. So we're gonna actually change the order of these just to get that crystal pumping. There we go. So now we're going to change this, and it's going to be sniper rifle ammo, slugs, and eventually rockets. We're not going to worry about rockets right now because we can't make them, so we're just going to leave that one blank. And then this one is going to be grenades. And then health kits. And a wrench, because I am always trying to find one. Then we're going to change the ones at the other door to match. So this here is going to be grenades, health kits, and a wrench. And this one we're going to change to ammunition, sniper, and slugs. Now we need to dump our current slugs and void the chamber. And we're going to go to the scrap machine. We're going to scrap all the shotgun shells that we still have into sulfur powder. And then we're going to do the same for pistol rounds. Pistol rounds we apparently can't scrap. Or do they just go to copper? Well, we apparently cannot scrap pistol rounds. So we're not going to worry about them. Okay. So we've got our refiners going infinite on all the stuff that we need refined. This one we're going to take off infinite here shortly. The reason we have two over here is we're going to have the second one run the tier 3 materials, but we don't have any yet, so it's not an issue. Now this guy is going to be set to this one where it's piecemeal, just what we happen to need. So we do need one more sensor. Sensor's going to come from a research ship, and I'm not seeing any. They've really been giving us a hard time with the research ships. At least we've got the refinery and the production up and running. So out of research, we need analyzer, so that's going to be, we can't even start that one yet. So that's hydraulics, that's our boiler, and that's our sensors. Can't believe I used too many. I was even trying to pay attention. So see, these are actually working as well. I guess that one's not. To keep production on these sped up. So these are going faster than they normally would without the ones. We still need that sniper turret. Can we build it now? Mortar turret. We only do the mortar turret right now. And that one causes collateral damage, so I don't like it. Alright, so now we have those, so we're going to grab a stack of those. And we're going to grab 3 stacks of those. And it tells you how many are left up there. So now this is going to kick into crafting those. See, it's making them right now. And then we're going to throw our wrench into storage because it just takes up inventory space otherwise. Alright, we may as well raid a ship and hope for the best. Who knows, we might find one in their storage. I'm betting not on production, but you never know. We're just going to let that pump away for a minute. It will alert you when you're under attack, and you can see on the left-hand side of my screen that all that stuff's being added to ship storage right now, which we still need to upgrade as well with the tier 2 storage containers. I completely spaced that. I hear you. Where are you? Stay away from my ship. Get off my lawn! Sounds like he's coming from over here. was. Oh, shit. That's gonna take some grenades. You coming? No? Just gonna ignore me? That's fine. He just did not want to give up. Wow, I took a lot of damage from that vibration. So, the difference between the old pickaxe and the new one? Much faster. Stay away from that, that thing hurts. Okay, and their ship went away, because of course it did. Well, maybe we'll get some new ones. Some more lava pits over here. Let's see what we can get out of this city. This isn't one of the research ones, is it? No, it's not. But there will be supplies in one of the basements. And some scrap. So there's only one basement per city. Or, well, city loosely termed. Yeah, it's worth having. The crystal and the plates, if nothing else. I really need to do something about the green ship. That's driving me insane. Thing starts to look like a city towards the end of the game, with all the different lights and things functioning on it. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is drop all non-full stacks. Use the dump all, but remember it doesn't take material, ammo or tools. So we need more sniper rounds, another group of grenades. He's still out there. He's way down there though. Oh, it's up there. Okay, so are we actually using... Wait. Oh yeah, you can't be made. Do you actually need anything out? No. Everything that's being made right now can be made underground, so we're going to go ahead and go underground and see if we can't find a research ship like we actually need. You can see in the bottom corner here our power's going down, but the coal engine will kick on when it needs to. So we just found some hydraulics, which means we can get sensors down here. Just gotta find them. There's some more crystal, because we're going to start going through that at a high rate. Mostly because I like to throw explosives around. I mean, who doesn't? It's steampunk. If you say that you don't like lobbing grenades at things, you're either a liar or you're not used to games like this. There's just something viscerally satisfying about making things go boom. need to remember to repair my armor before I go back out, too. I have a terrible tendency to forget to do that until I'm halfway to my destination. And then you either try to limp through it or go back and do it. One's a waste of time and one's a huge risk. But I might be a little bit crazy. Sensors! Fuck yes. I do think we have to go to the surface to actually do the crafting required, though, so we're going to go away from that ship. Nope. So the first thing we're going to do is use our periscope and make sure that the landing is clear. Like I should have been doing this whole time. Because now it's going to start to make a difference. I know that said A, but I'm not actually using a controller, so I have to click it. Alrighty then. You know, I might be able to assign this, even though I can't craft them, to... Yes, I can. Sweet. I'll set the other one up, too. I had grenades in 2 spots back here. Okay. So you're almost done. Yep. Like I said, I always forget my wrench. This just makes it easier to grab a new one. Yeah! Now we're in business. So one thing I do want to do, we're going to need a tier 1 tier 2, 2 tier 2, 3 tier 2, 4 tier 2 storage. One, 2, 3, 4, and one of those. So that's 4 chests that we need. So devices... 1, 2, 3, 4, and we might get lucky because we have everything set up to autocraft. It might use components that we use for other things, which would save us quite a bit of effort. Okay, so we need to see, can we queue this now? We can. So now we need an analyzer and 3 Intel Research Tier 3. So we're actually going to want to make another research machine. What do you need to upgrade? 2 iron plates. So here's where we come and get... What are you? Iron frame. Weird. I've never actually used that for anything. We have no iron plates on hand, so we're going to have to actually make some. Maybe I lied. Maybe we did have some iron plates on hand and I just didn't see them. Am I nuts? I don't see iron plates. Well, that's 1. That's great. I asked you for 2, though. That's why they were being used for other things. We needed them for the storage modules as well. Come on, give me 1 more extra storage plate. Storage plate. We may as well take these while we're in here. Okay. So, in order to replace these, it is a wee bit of a pain in the ass. We're going to have to take... So, if you come up here, this is central storage. This is just this container's storage. So we're going to take everything out of this container. And then the container. And we have to make sure that we're in storage module. We're going to dump all, minus these. And hopefully have enough room to take everything out of this storage. We did. Excellent. So that will allow us to put this tier 2 in there and immediately retract it. And over here, we're going to wind up doing the same thing. So what we should do is put those tier 1s away. We're going to put all of this back in central storage. The other thing that I want to do is take out these two. We might as well get it done right away. And put this power in there. So that will allow us to actually go into storage and do the dump all trick. We will have to get out the tier 2s again. But at least now we only have to get out the tier 2s storage. Okay, so we have 2 storage here. So we're going to go to storage module and take all. If you forget to go to storage module, it just starts at the top of your regular storage. And you wind up with a whole crap ton of stuff that you may or may not want. Turn it right back off. Inventory is going to be too full for that. So we'll just dump it in here. Nope, we still need one of those. So we'll come back here, looks like 13 of them. And 18. We don't have enough room left. And I hear mobs outside, so that's fun. That'll give us enough at least. Okay. So if you have stuff in there, it won't let you just remove it. It will take everything out of it and put it in your inventory. The problem with that is, if you don't have enough inventory space, then it fills your inventory and then gets mad at you. We lost a turret on this side, and I did not notice. We're going to put the extra storage over here. Okay. So we're going to have to make a new turret for that side. Five copper plates. So we'll run over here and place our copper plate, or our turret. And that we're actually... Oh, no, there is a turret over there. I'm just nuts. Alright. Alright. Well, we'll put it in here. You know what? There we go. So this side's more protected than this side, which is why I put these modules there. But we can put storage here. We can put 1, 2, 3... Maybe we should have left it in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 more storage tubes. Now if you look, our storage is much bigger than it was. And it's about to get bigger still. Now our last ship that or car that we can add to the ship is going to be this here same size. So that will allow us to get roughly 1,300 storage. So we need 10 plates, 10 tubes. And then we need 1, 2, 3 of those with plates and bolts. There is a bit of waiting to the crafting, and I really don't have to wait on this crafting. We could just go out and start looking for another ship. The problem is there aren't any. And if I go underground, that's going to stop producing these. Because if you look at the bottom there, it requires a Tier 2 production module to be active. But at least we have our ammo and armor and stuff automated now. That's going to help quite a bit. So we're at 415. And we're going to add... So when we added those, we took down 48 each time and added 72. So each of those 3 that we made prior only actually added a little bit each. These ones are just going to be straight up increases. So this will be a much more noticeable jump from that 415. Should have made 4. Four plates and 4 tubes. That's making me really nervous. I can hear them, but I can't see them, and I don't like that. And it's a tank. Did we not make a storage too? There it is. So, now if we look at our inventory, we went from 415 to 703. Now we're in business. You know, for as much time as I spend in there crafting, I should really put a driver's seat in there. Let's see if we can't find out research. And actually, while we're tunneling, so we need 10 alloy T2 ingots, 20, 30, 40, 50, which is why we kept this one up here. We're taking off of infinite. So we need 50 of these. 20, whoops. I said off of infinite. 40, 50. So once we're above ground, that'll start manufacturing, which means we can actually get our drill now to go to the next area. And our hull, but not our other parts. You know what? No. We're just going to let that craft while we're out and about. Wait. I didn't queue them, did I? Oh, I did queue them. Good. This will start refining while we're still tunneling. So we don't see any on the surface. We're going to see what we can see below. Yee! Worth it. Alright, I can't go through that rock yet. Refinery? I need research. Or at the very least, sensors, wasn't it? I believe it was sensors. Another bug. Oh, there's a refinery module, which we don't need. You're going to be up to your eyeballs in modules anyway by this point. Eventually, once you're sure that you don't need any more, I just turn them back to whatever their base components are. Might go after that one. Production ones sometimes have components from all the others because you can make them with later tier production equipment. I didn't see what section he was in though. Living Flame 2. So we can find Living Flame 1 or 3. That's the foxhole. So see how that doesn't have a number? That means if we come up there, we'll be all by ourselves. and that is perfect for crafting reasons. Unfortunately, that means that you're stuck there too, because you can't make it go to the foxhole while you're not at the foxhole. So it's not like you can send it there to be safe on the surface and craft while you're doing stuff. So we actually found our next transition, and it's right next to us. So if this drill crafts while we're out and about, I'm going to grab some extra grenades. Son of a bitch. I didn't look again. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, the physics are still a little buggy. What did he break this time? Did he not break anything? No way. Wait, what did we have on this side? He broke something, I just don't know what. No, because there'd be holes there. Okay, if we grab our wrench, is anything injured? Not a damn thing. He must have been shooting the end cap. Oh. So even though we're in the tunnels, we still cannot be above ground. We have to send the drill ship down for eruptions. It will still kill you. So now we have 2 minutes to wait. At least our power generation's good. I can't believe I got away with that. So we can research this too. There's not really a reason for me. If you want to, that makes perfect sense. It's mostly decorative things. You know what, I might do it anyway. We have everything we need for it. Okay, so we've got our upgrades queued. We may as well do another one of those. So we need 10 plates. Shit. Oh, right, the module's not open. I can't finish what it was doing. Okay. Well, let's do 10 plates. We'll come over here. We'll remove these. And we'll set it up to make upgrade. Yes, that. And then we're going to remove the plates. We never upgraded you with those iron plates. So that's going to let us scrap a bunch of this shit that we've been holding on to that we didn't actually want. I want the boom. we're not going to need those anymore. Actually, I think we do need more shredders. You know, we'll hold on to them just in case. Let's see what's around before we resurface. Yeah, he's gone. This refinery. Nothing. It's still the foxhole. Go figure, it's still the foxhole. Once production, we can always try it. Really like to have access to a research, though. Oh! Sensors. Problem solved. I don't even remember what we wanted them for anymore, to be completely honest. I believe it was a research upgrade of some kind. So you know what? We're going to go over to the foxhole to craft, just so we don't get jumped. So are you cooler? No. Same temperature. Foxhole. Well, we're still going to look before we go up, because you never know. Nah, it's safe. Alright. Oh, poop. Alright, so I need to grab my guns again. So we need the marksman rifle and the shotgun and our pickaxe, and the rest of it we can get out of the tubes. I did it out of order. Right, I don't actually need the missiles yet. Good enough. And just in case. So once that drill's done, we can progress to the next area. Analyzers. Intel Research Tier 3. So now we have access to some new structures. We've got copper walls, copper wall holes, windows basically for the window to go over. And then we also have a window module for the side. I feel like that's a waste of a slot because you can always throw a storage there. Actually, we should make one more of those after that's done. Finding anything in particular. Right, how much gunpowder did we need to keep on hand for these? 30 times 2 is 60, so a minimum of 60 gunpowder. So this one we're going to put here. We're going to go to, whoops, to 60. And that should actually start spitting out. Oh, no, that's over 30, so we're good there. That's halfway through. Intel Production Tier 3. Okay, so we still need track parts 3 as well. So yeah, after these are made, we'll probably go after the next section and see if we can't progress this a little bit. We've also been at this about an hour, so I'm going to see if we can't speed this along a little bit. Stage 2 takes a very long time because you get to set up automation, and that takes a bit to figure out. Obviously, I threw mine together fairly quickly, but you should have gotten the gist of it. So I just counted. I knew what we needed. We needed 120 of these. Bearing in mind that they come in 20s means that that's actually 6 crafts. So it takes 6 iron bullet casings and 12 crystal. So queue up 6 iron bullet casings. Same thing here, except it goes by 20s, so that's 3 crafts, 3, and then black powder we've got on hand, copper ingot we've got on hand because we had those auto-crafted. Now here's where it starts getting interesting. I know it can't be installed, I just wanted to get it ready. Because this requires 1 tube, 1 bolt, so you set up your tubes, but we also had something else over here that required tubes. So we lumped those tubes together. So you still need a chest, which needs a plate. We have that empty spot in our back car that we can slot up this guy for. Still can't break down the research work table. And I know I don't have a wrench on me, but that's okay. That's why we set these up. And we don't want you out. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, because I'm tired of having to run back up here all the time, is we're going to put a storage back there to dump things off as well. So we're going to go on to device, and we're going to go down to this guy. And we made one. Right, like that. So you can actually put these anywhere, but since you can use the crafting machines to get into storage, there's no real point. But back here, there kind of is, because now I can do this. I also need to put, let's see, where we put one there and one in the back. So there are 2 things that I'm going to put for quality of life in here, as soon as I figure out where they're at. So a gunner seat's kind of cool. The gunner seat actually allows you to take manual control of your turrets, look out them, shoot with them, so on and so forth. Those are really awesome. Unfortunately, the turrets are basically aimbots, and they are much better shots than I am, so I just don't. We put one on our first ship, and it was really neat, and I'm not sorry I did it, but I can't justify spending resources now that I know I'll never use it. So we're going to turn this guy this way, and we're going to put one in here, in between these 2. We can probably put him in between these 2, to be completely honest. So what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to up down on either side, but it's also going to allow us to steer from here. So we don't have to go all the way back up to the bridge anytime we want to steer. That's just wasting time running back and forth for no apparent reason. Alright, now we found that the zone change was down here. So something that's going to change relatively soon, if you have noticed, each of our drill upgrades has taken 1 of that wrecked style of drill and some materials. The tier 4 one takes 4. And the most I've ever gotten out of a single drop is 3, which means you have to take 2 tier 4 ships minimum to get the equipment that you need. It was up, not down. So if you notice, our hull stuff is a little different now. Once you hit tier 4, There's one type of lava that's impassable, kind of like some of the rocks are still impassable, these ones. But otherwise, that aside, you can basically swim in lava. And we can now go through the dark gray ones. So we are now in where the drill is. Remember, there's a drill to progress to each of the next areas. So we need to find the drill and kill the drill. Boiler, refinery. Oop. Iron. Since we can refine that iron now, I've been picking it up. So there's Dragon's Lair 3. I think Dragon's Lair... No, maybe not. Can't remember if Dragon's Lair is where this thing's at or not. It is. I almost did it again. Went up without looking. So let's take a look around. We're safe to rise. I'm not, however, going to let it stay up here. As soon as I pop out, we're going to send it back down. These things are starting to hit a little bit harder now. I really prefer to have my rocket launcher by the point that we're taking this out. Unfortunately... Oh! 6 iron tubes. Fantastic. So we're going to make a slight modification here. We're going to do 6 iron tubes. What else did it take? 2 alloy tier 2 ingots. And 4 copper gun components. So the copper gun components are going to get added 4. And 6 T2 ingots is going to get added to our refinery process. Was it 6? I keep second guessing myself. No, 4. 2. Okay. So that gave us our rocket launcher. Now we need rockets. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go to ammo. Now, 5 is a stack of rockets, so I'm going to always keep at least 10 on hand, which means 40 iron tubes. So where are our iron tubes? Component 2040. And then 4 black powder, so 40 black powder. So we're going to come over here and we're going to add 40 to the black powder. And then we're going to pick up our extra gun. Where did it go? There it is. So that's going to go in our number 4 slot because I'm weird that way. We're going to swap it with the grenades. We're going to grab a stack and 1 because when we first equip it, it's going to want to load. Alright. That's going to make our life much easier now. We still have 6? It didn't finish loading, did it? Yeah, it did. What the hell? I got those. Crap. I got those. We're going to leave that up for just a second, not very long, because we're after one of these this time. That is a tank over there. And I want no part of him. Ugh. I should have sent it down. So one trick that we can use here is if you aim ahead of time. Are you serious? If you aim ahead of time, when you switch to your rocket launcher and don't move your mouse, it will be in the exact same location. The other thing to remember with the rocket launcher is you cannot sprint with the rocket launcher. I should have grabbed more rockets. What the hell? Well, this went bad fast. That went bad really fast. Okay, that side stripped clean. We're out of rockets. The nice part about this is you can actually get from multiple angles. So you only actually have to go to 2 locations to bust all 6 legs if you have enough rockets. Unfortunately, I did not have enough rockets. Usually when I'm doing the drills, I'll take 10 or 15 rockets instead of my normal 5. 5 is plenty enough to tackle a ship. I need to figure out if anything got broken when they attacked. At least we got one side of it clear. Are you kidding me? Thanks for the help, turrets. Much appreciated. Okay, still got all 3, 3, and 3. All 9. All 9 and all 9. 3, 3, and 3. We're good. They got him. Can we make our sniper rifle yet? No. So I'm still stuck with this thing. Okay. So we're going to drop ammo. I'm going to drop all. Dump that, and dump that. Got ammo, don't got ammo. So we're going to chunk, and chunk. Reload. Grab another one. That's probably enough. And just in case. Now the one thing that I'm worried about is why it didn't make enough grenades, or rockets. Should have made 10. And that said that we only had 5 in inventory. Does it have to be above ground to make rockets? No. Weird. Alright, let's go bust the other 2 legs. So that way has one left, this way has two left, so we're going to go this way. And that's going to make it easier to just drop both of them. I'm going to wait until I see the components stop being made to where it's just refining. Like now. I'm going to send it back down. Because we were able to bust half of this leg. We are going to have to go all the way around. I went the wrong direction. Went left and I should have gone right. And I reload canceled myself. We did not take as many rockets as I thought we did. So we may as well use some of the ammo that I don't normally use. 2 legs down, 1 to go. That's another tank. I didn't really want to tangle with another tank or this other drill ship, but we might not have much of a choice. Something's shooting at me. So we're going to go ahead and read that the easy way. Yeah. I know, if I drift lazily to the left, you can't hit me. I know some maneuvers. Missed my lead shot. That tank is technically still alive, so he's going to keep shooting at, or keep honking. But we took his turret out, and we took his tracks out. So he can't hurt anything. I'm just going to ignore him. Basically, I lamed him, so now we're just going to sit there and laugh. Alright. So based on my inventory, we've got some space left. We can take out... I don't know if I care to. Oh no, we can't. He took off. Okay. He ran away. I was going to take out that other drill ship. Using rockets, drill ships are an absolute joke now. Everything that was hard before just became super easy. Are you coming, ship? You should have already been underground. There we are. So, with the destruction of the second drill, the second pathway, because remember we're going to have to leave back through the pathway here, in the tunnels. We're going to have to come all the way back down here into Area 2. And then that's going to open up another new area that allows us to, once we go through these, to get back into the surface tunnels. One of those rivers will have now cooled enough that we can get through it with the Tier 3 drill, which looks fucking amazing, doesn't it? Isn't that way better than the Tier 2 drill? I mean, look at that thing. Alright, we'll dump all, put you away. Might as well put everything away. And just start from scratch. So, 1, 2, 3, 1. Free up our armor. Let's go ahead and take her down. And it's just doing all our manufacturing for us. No hands-on needed. Everything that I just made, it's already working to replenish. And most of it's ammo, so most of it can be done below ground. Some of the weapons materials have to be done above ground, so... Not all of them, but some of them. That one. The Marshall has to be above ground. Oh, no, it doesn't. I lied. I'm sorry. What about the rocket launcher? Did I forget to queue up a permanent rocket launcher? Okay, well, that's my mistake. So the rocket launcher has to be made above ground. So it's going to add 6 tubes. I feel like we already added this stuff. 6 tubes, 2 alloy T2, and 4 gun components. We're going to add it again because if we have a little bit of extra, it's not going to hurt anything. In fact, it might even help if I'm stupid enough to fall in lava again, which does occasionally happen, as witnessed. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head back down this way. Holy crap! I feel like we're moving at breakneck speed now. So every time that you upgrade your tracks, you get a little bit faster. So now we're back into the Area 2 tunnels instead of the Area 3 tunnels. Or the temporary Area 3 tunnels, anyway. So now we need to find a way for the transition between 1 and 2. So Caves 2 and Tunnels 3 are actually the last area. Alright. Now here, there's going to be a space where we need the Tier 3 drill to get through. Like how we tunneled through here with the Tier 2. Ah, it's up here. So up and to the left. Where are we? Oh no, straight left. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I don't remember there being 2 side by side like that. There's a Tier 3 combat. Tier 4s will still only have 3 stars, but they will also have a gold color to them. So we are now, I believe, officially in the 3rd area. Yep, which means we can get our hull parts here. We should be able to find, hopefully, a production ship. I can't believe we've had such issues getting a production ship. There's a furnace that we needed for something. And we can go through any rock except for the impassable now. The downside is it slows you down so much that it's not really worth the effort. So So we need to go to an area where we can use our periscope, which I believe this is one. Yep. Yeah, we are on this. Oh my, that is a very small patch. So if we check our map and go to the surface, yep, we are officially in Area 3. So we're gonna head south. There's a guy there, but there's not one here. And titanium is going to be our last metal, and diamond is going to be our last combustible. Like sulfur and then crystal, it's now diamond. I don't know why they decided diamond should be combustible, but they make the rules, we just play the game. Bunch of titanium's always good. So on that note, because we are now officially in the third area, which is not to be confused with the last area, there are actually 4. Even though there's only 3 areas, that second tunnel part contains one last part of the game. I am going to find a place where we can pop up and hopefully raid something when we do part 3. I would really like to raid... there's a tier 4 ship. That guy's a tier 4. So I want to be near him. Ooh. Refinery module tier 3 and diamond. Oh, we're not going to be able to raid him when we come back anyway. There's only 3 minutes till eruption. Oh, that's sad. I have not seen a tier 4 anything other than combat. That doesn't mean they don't exist, but I haven't been in the last stage of the game long enough to see any other than combat. I suppose the wiki would probably tell me whether or not they exist. I just assume, I know that I don't need them, so I assume it doesn't really matter. So on that note, I am going to park here and wait out the eruption before I save and quit. I'm not going to make y'all wait the 3 minutes with me. So have a good one, and we will see you next time.